Does it work? So recently I won a 1967 Chevy C10 pickup truck factory radio from an eBay auction at 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, here it is. It's arrived from California, and as well as the knobs that I bought from a separate seller that I paid way too much for. But we got a car battery, we got wire strippers, we got wire, we got electrical tape. Let's open this up and put power to it, see if it lights up. Did we waste a bunch of money on a junker, or is it a clean, functional radio that's going to go into our pickup truck? First, we got to do a little exterior package inspection. It did arrive very quickly. Both of these did. They arrived on the same day. These are great sellers so far. They shipped them out real quick. Now, I got all the top secret info covered up that you're not allowed to see, right? We're all paranoid about that. Well, it does not look like anybody ran the forks of a forklift through the center of the box. And I don't see any bent corners and scuff marks, so no postal worker drop kicked this off the back of a truck. And this box looks like, just some greasy finger shelfware. I mean, something Goodyear was in it at one point. Just a reused box, way to save money for the sellers. That's good. I want them to make as much money as possible. That's partially why I bought stuff from them. All right, let's open this. I have this attitude about buying stuff on eBay where I want to support fellow Americans trying to earn a buck. And I touch on that a little bit in the video where this 4 a.m. auction took place. That's linked in the description, so if you haven't seen it yet, you can easily click on that and watch it after this video. It'll also come up on the screen at the end of this video so that you can tap or click on it and go straight to it. So I get a little patriotic about that, and then, but what happens if we just get ripped off? It can happen. But you know what? It wouldn't dampen my spirits. Okay, here we go. We get to smell the inside of a stranger's home, or just a musty, moldy radio. Oh. Oh. Extra piece of tape. We're spoiled. We're spoiled here at Freeman's Garage. Oh, and I can feel bubble wrap under there. The seller is just amazing. They care. This seller is making the folks of Riverside, California look good. Whoa, see? Now this is why I didn't complain about the shipping price, because I assumed that the seller was going to use a decent amount of bubble wrap, which is not cheap. And the fact that there's so much bubble wrap tells me that the radio probably does work, or the seller doesn't know if it works. That's what it said in the description. But, and I show you the description in that video with the auction. But the fact that the seller though did package it like this makes me kind of think that they probably feel like it probably works. And you know what I'm going to do with all this bubble wrap? I'm going to do with bubble wrap what I do every time. I roll it up and I save it. I stuff it somewhere because it's expensive and I might need to use it to ship something fragile. But what happens is the roll of bubble wrap is in my way for a year, and I have to move it a million times, and then finally I just get sick and tired of this bubble wrap being around that I throw it away, and then kid you not, 48 to 72 hours later, I randomly have to ship a mason jar. I don't know. something fragile. Where'd that razor blade go? This is exciting. I can tell just by the side of the little peek at the side of the radio case here that it is a 67 to 72 Chevy pickup suburban van laser radio. Now the radios in the cars were different, but the passenger cars. But the funny thing is a lot of factory radios, they were the same radio in different cars. They just put them in different cases, dressed them up differently. But the guts were the same. There we go. A little bit more tapage. I wonder if the seller will end up seeing this video. Well, there's the piece of tape, blue painter's tape on it that was in the pictures in the listing. There we go. That is a General Motors factory radio from 1967 to 1972. But the question is, does it work? Let's look it over externally first. Well, I'll point out that this is not this is not an older style tube type radio. This is a transistor type radio, which is more modern than the tube type. It's nice and clean. There's no cobwebs everywhere. Sticker here on the side that shows us that this was made at the Delco Radio Division in Kokomo, Indiana. The Indiana part's missing, but I know that's what it does, or what it used to say. And looking at the front here, we've got GM for General Motors, and then we got Delco, of course. On the right and the left, we got places for our knobs, which we will open next. And we got our push button selectors for our different stations that we enjoy the most. This side of the case looks great. The back looks great. This here is where our antenna goes in. That's where it plugs in. And then this piece here, this is for a brace that goes up to the underside of the dash. We don't have one. We'll make one. It's very, very simple. And then right here, this is for your speaker wire to plug into and your power. And there's actually a certain type of connector from the factory that you have all three of these wires all together, but you can do it individually. You can make your own. You don't have to have the actual connector, but it's always cool to have it though. And this is in better condition than I thought it was externally. Talking about cleanliness and as far as maybe pitting or blemishing goes, this is pretty smooth, and it's even better than it looked in the pictures. And I don't know if somebody had tried to clean this up, but we could put some polish on here and we could probably make this look even nicer. We could probably make this look almost new. And if somebody did clean this, they did it a long time ago, because we got the old garage dust settled here onto our selector buttons for our stations. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Wasn't pushing hard enough. Because you see, between 1967 and 1972, you had to be more of a man or more of a woman and actually use some strength. You didn't just say, Rebecca, or whatever the name of those computer things are people talk to these days, and I don't know. Ridiculous. Well, let's go ahead and hook some electricity up to this, huh? I think it's gonna work because look at how clean that is. And everything's so, oh, we didn't do this yet. There we go. Alright, power, let's do it. Actually, hold on. Fake garage sale, price tag, what are you hiding? Watch, it says broken underneath it with a paint marker. That'd be hilarious. Do not operate without 8 to 10 ohm speaker. Well, you don't have to listen to them, they're not your dad. But if you hook a 4 ohm speaker up to this, you'll probably pull too much current and you'll get the transistor too hot and you'll cook this baby. Oh, we gotta look at our knobs. I paid way too much for these. So let's hope these are as nice as they were in the photos. Good packaging. See, you get what you pay for. Free Ziploc bag. Put a ham sandwich in it. Look at these little nuggets. Little nuggets of awesomeness. Okay, that's one down. Oh my gosh. Okay, that one is done, or open. What am I talking about? Alright, gotta cut one more open. Alright, let's see how they look. Well, that's... yeah. They look that good in the listing. And you can tell they are original. Oh, and there's some weight to that piece. Nice. Oh yeah. This is the real deal right here. You can't even get repops that are identical to the originals. There's some real weight here. I love it. I love that so much. Brings me so much joy. Let's get our original factory knobs in place. Now this one, this goes over here. And then this one here has got this little notch in there. It goes on this side. It's got to slip into this little, kind of a keyway almost, you could call it. And then our knobs, they go on either side. You just got to put them in a way that, you just got to make sure, okay, well, what am I trying to say? Just got to make sure you get the flat part lined up. So that's got to go like that. And then this has to go like that. Man. Oh. Oh, turn that volume up to 10. Nice. This is awesome. Can you see the dial? When we adjust our antenna. Nice. Alright, power time. I can't get over how nice this radio looks. Overpaid for the knobs, but I think we came in pretty good. In the video where we battle it out in the auction, I tally up the total of everything I spent. I would say, okay. I better not speak too soon. Alright, so, but you know, the way I'm looking at this, you can just tell that even though I spent money on this, if it didn't work, I'd probably be satisfied just putting this thing on a shelf and looking at it. And every once in a while I could just go pick it up and hold it, cherish it. And you are 16 gauge. No specific reason for the 16 gauge. It's just what's laying around. I'm just doubling over the wire. And then I'm just smushing it in here. Just doubling it over so that it's tight and doesn't fall out. And of course, this is not how we would do this for real. It's just for testing purposes only. So this one here, this is for our positive on our car battery, and then this one's for our ground. Let's not mix them up. All right, we're about to do this. Let's dim the lights. We want to see this glow. All right, 1967 to 1972 Chevy C10 pickup truck, factory original radio, won on eBay auction at 4 a.m. Came in the mail, bouncing and banging in the back of postal trucks. Does it work? The seller didn't know if it worked. We don't know if it works. We're about to find out right now. Please do not turn into a ball of fire. 3, 2, should my face be this close to it? 1. What, do we got a burnt out bulb? I saw something light up. Or maybe I didn't. Well, I think it's just our connection. Hold on. Hold on here. Oh! It lit up, didn't it? We might need a cleaning on the connectors back here, because I swear I saw it light up for a second. It was just our connection. I was playing around with the power wire and got it to light up. I'll try it again. There we go. There we go, okay. Well, why does it keep going off though? If it would stay on, we'd hook an antenna up to it right now and see if we can't pick up a station. AM only, by the way. But I think it's a good working radio. We just need to clean the connections back here and it should be good to go, hopefully. And once that's all squared away, you will see this radio get installed into a truck on the regular Freeman's Garage channel. There's going to be a little bit of a twist to that radio installation. But for right now, I'm going to send you to the video on your screen to watch next. I appreciate you watching and subscribing.